Hello everyone, it's Dale here. In this video I'm going to show you the best volume profile levels to trade this week. We'll take a look at the indices and then also at some levels to trade on forex. So let's get to it. What you see before you here, this is NinjaTrader 8 platform with my custom-made volume profile and VWAP indicators, and this is a 30-minute chart of the ES. On the ES I want to talk about a strong resistance which formed on Thursday. It is this resistance and it is at 6,763. Now let me show you the reasoning behind this resistance. If you grab the volume profile, the flexible volume profile, that's the profile which you can move around like this, look into specific areas in the chart. If you use it like this to select this strong sell-off, then it shows a significant volume zone right here at the beginning of this strong selling activity. And this is telling us that sellers were active here. They were building up their short positions here, and then they initiated this strong selling activity. And this strong heavy volume zone is still important for them because they placed a lot of their short positions there, right? And the level that I have here, that resistance, is at the beginning of that heavy volume zone, right? So if the price comes to that level, it's likely that the sellers from here will want to defend that place and push the price downwards from there again, right? Those guys that place those heavy volumes there. So that's the first and most important thing behind this level. Another important thing here, another setup here, is a fair value gap. It's highlighted in red. That's the fair value gap from Smart Money Concepts. And in the short trade scenario, I like to trade from the beginning of the fair value gap like this. This is the beginning of the bearish fair value gap. And as you can see, it aligns with our level, which is at the beginning of the heavy volume zone, right? So we have two setups, one confirming the other, and that makes that level even stronger. So as I was saying, right now, we just need to wait for that pullback, and when the price hits this level, go short from there. All right. Now we have a very similar level on the NQ. So let me show you. So this is NQ. It's very closely correlated to the ES. And in here you can observe more or less the same thing. We have a strong sell-off, and this is the sell-off, and heavy volume zone at the start of that sell-off. So again, this heavy volume zone represents a place where sellers were active, building up their short positions before pushing the price into this sell-off, right? Again, the level is at the beginning of that heavy volume zone. In this case, the resistance is at 25,155. That's the resistance. And again, we have a fair value gap. Let me highlight it like this, fair value gap. And the beginning of the fair value gap is right here. So again, we have a heavy volume zone, we have a fair value gap, and both those are the reason why I want to go short from there. So currently, we just need to wait for that pullback, and when the price hits this level, then go short from there. As I was saying, the ES and NQ are correlated, so if both those pullbacks to that resistance occurs at the same time, I mean on the NQ as well as on the ES, then I'm going to use just half of my position to lower the risk, all right? Because it's very likely that if this trade gets triggered at the same time on both ES and NQ, it's very likely both going to be a winner or both going to be a loser. So I don't want to have too much of a risk here, right? That's why I'm going to halve my position if this gets hit at the same time. All right, what I want to do next is show you a strong level on the British pound. But before that, just a very quick note. I don't want you to miss this because we are running the biggest sale of the year. It is the Black Friday sale on my website. Let me show you real quick and then we'll get back to that strong level on the British pound. So if you go to my website, which is traderdale.com, and click this button, Trading Course and Tools, then it will bring you to this page where you can browse my trading education and custom-made indicators. Until the end of the month, you can get those for a discounted price. It is the Volume Profile Pack, Order Flow Pack, VWAP Pack, and Smart Money Pack. You can get them separately in here, or scroll down a bit, and at the bottom of this page, you can get all those 4 packs together in one massively discounted bundle. All right, you can get this until the end of the month. Okay, let me now go back to the charts, and let's take a look at the British pound. So this is a 30-minute chart of the British pound, and in here I want to talk about a strong support which formed on Friday. The support is right here at 1.3051. It is based on a volume profile setup which is called the rejection setup. This being the rejection, it is a rejection of lower prices, right? Because the price was dropping quickly and then suddenly turned and the price went up again very quickly. Within such a rejection, there needs to be a significant volume cluster that would represent a place where buyers stepped in. We have this volume cluster and this volume cluster. Now I'm inclined to trade this volume cluster even though the volumes are not as heavy as in here. And the reason being is that the lower volume cluster, this one, also aligns with a fair value gap. This being the fair value gap, it is a bullish fair value gap right here, and this is the beginning of the fair value gap, right, of the bullish fair value gap. And when there's a bullish fair value gap, I like to trade from the beginning of it. All right, so we have that fair value gap, the beginning of it in here. At the same level, we have that the beginning of the heavy volume cluster here, and I'm waiting for a pullback, and when the price hits this level, I'm going to go long from there, as the buyers from here who reverse the price in this rejection, those guys should become active here again, because this clearly is an important level for them, and those guys should push the price upwards again. All right, by the way, let me show you one more thing here, a trade which I've just entered on the euro dollar. By the time that video gets to you, it's probably going to be over, but I've just entered a short on the euro dollar right here at 1.1533. Let's see how it goes. It is based on a heavy volume zone, this heavy volume zone, and it is based on the sell-off which took place afterwards, after that heavy volume zone got formed. Right now we have a pullback, so the price should react like this. I had a very similar setup last week, and it was in here. There was this heavy volume cluster followed by this sell-off. I was trading from the beginning of that heavy volume cluster, and there was also a beginning of a fair value gap. I was trading from here. It was a nice short here, nice winner. And I hoping for something like this to happen in here as well. All right, let's see how it goes. Now, before I wrap the video up, I'd like to announce a winner of a contest we had last time. The prize of the contest were my custom-made volume profile and VWAP indicators for TradingView platform. And right now on your screen, you see the name of the person who won in the contest. So congratulations to the winner, and what I'll do next is I'll do another contest for the next week. The only thing that you need to do to participate in this contest is leave a comment below this video, which I'll publish on YouTube, and next week I'll randomly pick one person to win this set of custom-made indicators. So that's about that. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you next time, and until then, happy trading!